In today's video, I'm going to tell you why I am not doing a soil test this year and why you probably shouldn't do one either. Let's get into the video. Welcome to winter in North Carolina. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. The lawn season is going to be starting soon, and for many of us, that means soil tests. Now, January makes a great month to do a soil test, and the main reason for that is because we haven't applied anything to the lawn in a few months. You know, there's no chance of it picking up maybe a fertilizer or some other application that we've made to kind of skew our results. Not to mention, we're going to get the full season now to kind of have a roadmap of the applications that we need to make those corrections in the lawn. Soil tests are great for telling us the composition of our soil, its pH, the amount of micronutrients or macronutrients, the CEC, the cation exchange capacity, how much nutrient capacity, holding capacity our soil has. Some soil tests will even tell you the makeup of your soil, whether it's a loam soil, a sandy soil, or a clay soil. If you do get your soil test results back and you want to move your soil's pH either up or down, you know, those materials take a really long time to move through your soil. And with winter comes more steady rainfall or even snow that slowly melts, allowing those materials to slowly move into your soil. But here's the deal. I'm not doing any of that this year. And the reason why is actually really simple. I don't go to the doctor when I'm not sick, and my lawn is not sick. It is healthy. Therefore, I don't need to do a soil test. Now, sure, it's January. The lawn doesn't look great right now. But thinking back to last year, the lawn was healthy. It was growing normally. The color looked natural. It didn't look sick in any way. I wasn't really dealing with, you know, a particular fungus or something that would maybe lead me to want to do a soil test this year. There's no real thin spots. Again, my lawn is overall healthy. So would you go to the doctor if you weren't sick, if you didn't have a reason to go to the doctor? Well, those are my thoughts on a soil test. If there's no reason for me to do a soil test, I would really be wasting my time doing a soil test, wasting time and money, which I don't know about you, but I really don't like to do. So it's really simple. So here's my advice to you. If you don't have a reason to do a soil test, don't do it. It's not necessary unless you feel like there is a reason. Now, sure, if you want to know your soil's pH, you can't stick your finger in the ground and know that. You're going to have to do a soil test. If maybe you've dealt with fungus in the past or a particular issue in the past, or you've got some yellowing of your turf, or maybe it's thinner in areas and you're just trying to figure out why and diagnose what's going on, a soil test will go a long way to helping you understand what's going on, in conjunction with sending that test to a professional, somebody who can help diagnose, look at that soil test, and can tell you and help you better understand what's going on, and then give you a roadmap to be able to help you understand what corrections you need to make to help your lawn look its best. So if you want to do a soil test, by all means, do that. But as for me, I'm not doing it this year, and I really don't think you should either unless you have a really good reason. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY Lawn Coach, and I can't wait to see you in the lawn. Peace.